Lacretia Roberts, an LMFT intern therapist with Lardy Wellness Group, and today I'm going to talk to you about defensiveness and criticism. So let's start with criticisms. Criticisms are statements or feelings expressed in a way that reflects a buildup of resentment, of tension, anxieties, and frustrations with another person in a way that comes across as an attack. So you might hear someone say something like, "Jesus, you're just so inconsiderate. You wouldn't know consideration if it punched you in the face." And then you may hear a response from the person they're speaking to that sounds something like, "Hey, you don't know what you're talking about, and I don't even know why we are communicating anyway," or something along those lines. Either way, when you criticize, you're not voicing your true complaints and your feelings. Instead, you're just coming after a person. And this is always going to evoke the same response, a defensive reaction. As humans, it is in our nature to become defensive when we feel cornered. And so, to counteract defensiveness and criticism, here's a couple of tips that might help you improve the communications in your own relationships. So, let's start with counteracting criticism. How do we do this? Well, you start by using I statements. I feel like this. I feel like you weren't very considerate. My feelings weren't considered. However it is, you want to start with I because you want to take the blame out of the equation and instead voice the complaint. What's the problem? What's bothering you? What's on your mind? What is it that led you to need to have this conversation? Well, I feel like I wasn't being considered when you locked the door when you knew I was coming in with groceries. There you go. Now, rather than become defensive, your voice is being heard. Now, how about defensiveness? Okay, so you're feeling attacked, you're feeling cornered, and obviously you're thinking to yourself, I've got to fight for my honor. Actually, consider the situation I just mentioned. A person coming in with groceries and you lock the door. Most likely it was an accident, or maybe you just weren't thinking. Maybe you were rushing to the bathroom. Who knows? Here's how you can counteract being defensive, which could further provoke an argument when this discussion is brought to you. So, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I did lock the door. I really didn't mean to do that, and I'm so sorry. I was rushing to get to the bathroom, and I just wasn't thinking. I will promise to be more careful next time. And there you have it, a peaceful resolution to something, and both of you are having opportunity to express yourselves in a positive and healthy way, and also make sure that both sides are being heard. I made a mistake. I'm owning up to that, and I'm apologizing. I'm expressing my complaint, not blaming you, but letting you know how I feel. And that's how we can counteract defensiveness and criticism, which can really put dents in relationships and cause discontinuity in communication. So that's all for today. Thanks. I'll see you next time.